Hello again. It's my last time I'm going to say hello to you today because this is our closing statement section. So we just close off for the day. What I'd like to do is first thank all our attendees for joining us today. Hopefully you found it of interest and would come back to another event that we run in the future. We're trying to do them around every 6 to 8 weeks so we've got a bit of time to, make sure we've got people invited, people, can get along things. We have had a problem with the previous one. We planned it for last month, but we ended up planning it alongside Wimbledon's first week and also England getting to the quarterfinals at 5 p.m. on the same day. So we've been a little bit challenged at times with things, but hopefully, in the future it'll be a little bit easier to do that. But what I'd like to do is a couple of things. One, run down what we've covered today, and also then give you all of the contact details. So we had kicked off our first keynote with Eric Cook from OpsRamp, giving us a look at observability and defining the difference between monitoring and observability. I don't know about yourselves, I learned quite a bit about that and understood a bit more about how it fitted. We also then had a couple of sessions. We had Ross Cooper-Smith and myself talking about how you can run SQL Server in a container, because you may have applications you want to take forward with your cloud native plan, and you don't really want to waste those skills and expertise you have, and also the development and effort you've put into those applications already. We had some technical difficulties with Boris's session deploying Kubernetes in 15 minutes. So what we're going to do is re-record that, and we'll push that out as a recording to everybody at a later date. So it's most likely going to be end of this week by the time we get around to doing that. We also had a session from Nikki Villebrand, who was talking about the myths and magic of cloud native. And then we had a break for networking. Our next keynote was very interesting from Eric Jan Franssen, where we were getting a really good understanding about where the power and the challenges of cloud native, and some of that came out in our panel discussion that we've just completed as well. We then had a couple more sessions. We had Ross Cooper-Smith looking at creating a private cloud. We had some demonstration and hands-on approach to observability with Eric Cook. And we had Boris talking through cloud native at scale, cross clouds, and also the ability to run stateful workloads. Our final keynote was Ross Cooper-Smith talking about the value of private clouds, because it does have a good fit still. There are a lot of organizations that have got specific applications that need to be run locally in a private cloud because of security issues, performance requirements, technology requirements. So there are a lot of reasons, but also potentially it might be more cost effective to run them actually in a private cloud. That doesn't mean it has to be into your own data center. It could be run in a colo facility as well. And then finally, we had our panel discussion to discuss hybrid cloud. Is it fact or fiction? And we talked about a number of areas there. So what I'd like to do is give you everybody's contact details so that if you want to take the discussion further, you can. So Eric Cook at OpsRamp, it's eric.cook@opsramp.com. Mobile number there, so you can contact Eric if you want to ask more about his session, get more into observability and how you can actually take observability to that next level using artificial intelligence and machine learning. Eric Jan Franssen covered a number of areas, but if you want to get hold of Eric Jan Franssen from Diamante, it's ericjan@diamante.com, and there's a +31 number, +31 611 479 883. Boris, he gave us more of a technical approach to Kubernetes. So if you want to get hold of Boris, you can get through Boris at Diamante through boris@diamante.com. And Nikki, so Nikki Villebrand from Uptick, who does a lot of work around cloud native, also looking at cloud viability and also security of both existing infrastructure, SaaS services, and also when you move into a cloud environment. Because when we move to that environment, our requirements for security don't change. In fact, in some cases, they increase, but the ability to deliver it sometimes is more difficult because we don't have the skills and expertise to understand. So what we can do is add some value around giving you best practices of how you'd actually protect that environment. And then finally, we have Ross Cooper Smith, Tintri, so rcooper-smith at tintri.com, 07980 694 975, and he'll give you a better view on that private cloud side of things. But also, if you're looking to utilize SQL in a container and you want a really stable way to actually deliver that storage, using SMB and very granular control and data protection of that SQL Server environment, Tintri might be the perfect solution for you. From myself, you can always contact me. I can say I haven't created a banner for myself, but it's lee.cassidy@tactiletechnology.com. Hopefully you've enjoyed things today. It'd be great to get some feedback from people if you can let us know. So if you're watching on LinkedIn, put some comments in the LinkedIn post. If you're actually at the event or through Hopin, let us know through the chat. And what we're really good, also tell us about the experience. So if you're enjoying that Hopin experience, ease of use, moving between the stage, reception, and the sessions, did you utilize the networking to get there as well? So, I did a session. I ended up speaking to Boris for a few minutes. So, but we wanted to try and give people the opportunity to have a bit of peer-to-peer networking as well. Well, our next session's not been planned as yet. We're still trying to put together exactly what we're going to do. It will be around about 6 to 8 weeks' time. So what we'll do is once we've got a particular agenda for that, we'll start promoting it, and we'll make sure all the attendees at the event today know about that session and have got a chance to join us for that. But other than that, I'd like to thank everybody for coming along and joining us. I'd like to thank all of our speakers for all the amount of effort they put in creating their presentations and delivering those today, and hopefully see you or speak to you all very soon. Thank you very much.